What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GmiasWorld, and today we're going to be talking about the most expensive card at the launch of Madden 19. Now, the most expensive one, in my opinion, is going to be Randy Moss. This guy is going to cost you a king's ransom, okay? Now, let's take a look at what's going on. Pretty much this is what happens, right? You go into this section right here with the legends, and you could play to unlock the actual power-up that goes into the actual, to start off the legend card, right? But in order to achieve maximum legend status, you got to pull other legend cards, or you got to buy them, okay? Either way is going to cost you a ridiculous amount of money, coins, whatever you want to do, right? But is he going to be worth it? More than likely, with the way the game is playing right now, I will have to say yes, because Tyreek Hill is just completely dominating the field at a 91 speed, and he's like, what, 5'10" or something like that? So this guy at 6'4" doing that is going to be really, really crazy. So let me explain to you what's going on. If you're lucky enough to pull these cards, what's going to happen is this. It's going to be a situation where people are going to be, putting the cards up for higher than it's supposed to be. You can see, like right now, people are just being stupid because there's no way that each of these are going to cost 1,000,000 coins, but people are doing whatever to see what they can do and what they can get away with. Obviously, when you look at the overalls for the card, you got to be very, very careful with what's going on, okay? Because objectively speaking, it's not going to be a situation where like they're gonna be able to charge like for this one right here, because yesterday it was one up and it was going for like 90K or something like that. I think it was like 90K. I believe that's what it was. And I didn't buy it because I already know like the 89 is probably gonna be worth the most coins. This is gonna be the card that's gonna be going crazy once the game is launched. Okay, but either way, if you're able to get these different ones. Once you get the 91 overall, you're going to be able to do a lot of things. I'm going to go and show you right now as far as the power-up goes with the card that I got to actually start it, to just let me get a little bit excited about what's going on. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to find the Randy Moss card, okay? He's like a 70-something right now, so he should be somewhere around this area. Randy Moss. Why do I got so many 70? Oh, because I did a pack opening. What was he, like a 73, I think he was? I believe that he was like something around that. Where is Randy? Okay, there he goes right there. So this is the power-up, right? So here we go. When you go to the actual card and you see the power-up thing, which is the way they have it now, you can start to do different things to power him up, all right? So right now, he's at 82 speed. No, he's not at 82 speed. I can get him to an 82 speed right now with 5, of training points, right? We get a scheme, chemistry slot, all this stuff, right? We could get him, pretty good. Like right here with tier 105, he's at 86 speed. That's not bad. Another 175 gets him there. 87, 89, 92. Now, this is it right here. You have to add the 91 overall player to this set right here at this point to get him to the 91 right here. Like he's going to be a 91 with all the 3 slots. Then you could continue to go ahead and add more training to get a wide receiver ability chemistry slot and get more stuff to it. You add an additional one. You can see it goes from 3 to 4 right there, right? All right. So this card, right, to build up the Moss, the 91 overall Moss, you're going to have to go through a lot of different things. All right. I'm going to let you guys understand this. You got to be very careful with the way you spend your coins to start off. All right. So for instance, if I wanted to start chemming him up right now, because I have 390 points, theoretically, I can get him to about an 83 right now with an 86 speed, right? That's probably decent. Even like to the 175, I could probably power him up to that point, okay? But this is the situation. If I start investing in him now and using my training points on him now, and I don't really figure out what's going on with the rest of my team, it could hurt me because training is not cheap. The training points and quick selling the stuff, it's not a cheap situation. So would I jeopardize that right now to get the Randy Moss if I'm not going to be able to utilize, this item right here at launch? It's iffy. Because look at this right here. To get him right here to an 89 speed, you got like another 825. So could you theoretically make this card very, very glitchy without having this item? You could. But if you wanted to maximize his potential, you're going to need that 91 overall. Now, I showed you the sets and everything like that, and this is early gameplay on the PS4. So the prices are not going to be realistic. Because look, put it like this. It's going to cost you a king's ransom, but that's too much. Like all in all, with everything combined, you shouldn't be spending 1,000,000 coins realistically at the start of the year, because what's going to happen is with the launch bundles, a lot of people are going to be pulling those Randy Moss cards. Right now, they're giving us a little bit of stuff to dabble with. Some people are pulling them. It's very, very rare. You're getting different legends. They're going to have specific legend sets. Legend packs at launch that's going to, have a lot of these in there. So don't really rush to get it done to the point where you see that, that you're going to lose a lot of coins. Now, as far as the training point situation, like I said, should you waste your training points right now doing this? I probably would not. Okay, even like you see, I'm sitting on 390, but there's so many other things that I can be doing right now instead of using those training points for that situation. Okay, now what could I be doing? You might ask. All right, look, Jerry Rice, for instance, right? I got the Jerry Rice. Where is he? Jerry, I thought he was a 75 too, wasn't he? Where's Jerry Rice at? I'm about to let me go to wide receiver so that way it's just easier and it just comes up. We could find him a lot easier. I thought Jerry Rice was like a 75 overall. What is going on? Why don't I see any wide receivers? All right, EA, all those things are blank, bro. What's good right now? Can I see my wide receivers or nah? EA is saying no right now. EA does not want me to look at my wide receivers for some reason. All right, so let's go back to all. All right, does that show? All right, so the whole thing here, when you go there, all right, it's still just blank. All right, cool. Yo, nice job, EA. We're going to go ahead and do this. Hold on, wait a minute. We'll get that fixed. I'm pretty sure that's going to be part of like the first patch or tuning update or whatever like that. So we're not going to worry about that at this point. There goes Jerry Rice. He's a 76 overall. Okay, so look, let's take a look at his upgrade, right? And look along the same lines and see price-wise, does it make sense? All right, so 555, 35, 5. Okay, this is a 35. That adds that 82 speed, 5, 40, 40. Okay, so he's not really getting wild to the point where it's ridiculous. Okay, until you get to that point. All right, so he can go up to the 86 speed. So what do we get into? We get into a 90. Okay, so he goes up to an 87 speed at a 90 overall. Okay, so theoretically, would it make sense to instead do Jerry Rice right now, get him to an 87 and worry about Moss later? See, that's what's going to drive a lot of the prices down because a lot of you guys are asking me specific questions about it, and I don't really know how to explain to you to be patient because you can't really teach patience. You can show it, but people will still try to rush into things. I learned over like losing thousands and millions of coins to be very, very patient with certain things because prices are going to fluctuate. Obviously with Randy Moss, his price won't. Whatever it levels out at, you're going to probably have to get a snipe or realistically pull his actual like an 87 or 89 of that actual card in order to be, really, really lucky about it and have a major come up. You're going to have to get lucky with one of those pulls, okay? If you don't, you're going to be spending around 1 million coins. But I don't see why you would spend more than 1 million. So if you have to wait and like they got like, it's a certain type of price range going on, it might be cheaper, okay? And so many other new things are coming out that they're talking about that's going to be available at launch. I don't think it's a time to rush. But with this right here, so that's 1,100, 1,400, 15, like it's a lot of training points, okay? So it's a lot of quick selling. It's a lot of buying cards. It's a lot of different things. So you're going to have to realistically pay a lot to get a Jerry Rice with an 87 speed to a 90 overall. But let me explain to you why eventually you're going to have to power these cards up anyway. If you're chasing Muttmaster like I am, okay, you're going to need to do a lot of different things. But the biggest thing is when you start playing the solos with the 80 to the 85 overall and above, that's what's going to hurt you because you got to get your team to an 85 greater than or equal to 85. You see what I'm saying? So now I'm actually looking for cards with higher overalls. All right? Because it's going to still be, I'm going to still, no matter what, have to do 100 games, with that overall. Now, look, even though I could still play the solos because, look, over here with the actual solo situations, you still get the unique solo credit. So at this point right now, I've completed 109 solos. Okay? You still get that credit. You just want to make sure that you get it towards the end. Like by the time we get like 300 or what is it? We need 100 of them. So by the time we get to 400 of those solos done, we're going to have an 85 or above team so that the last 100 count. You see what I'm saying? So we have time. We have time to do that. We have time to accumulate all this stuff. It's just that these cards make it a lot easier. Randy Moss will make it a lot easier to attain a lot of those things that are available right there. Okay, so those are the things that I want you guys to understand. Just make sure that you're not overspending, okay? Because if we take a look right now, let me just show you something really quickly. Let's take a look, and right now, live, this is August 2nd, 2018, that I'm looking at the auction house. So this is actually 5 days before the Hall of Fame edition for PS4 is actually released. Okay, let's take a look at what's available. All right, these are some prices. Like these cards are basic stuff, but when you start going to the quality, right, and then you look at the prices, like why would you pay that for this card? You know how much you can do with 797K? Why would you pay that amount? These are the things that I need you guys to understand. When I'm talking King Ransom, it's only going to be a King's Ransom if you decide that you want it to be a King's Ransom. Okay? There's realistically no reason. Like, why would you spend 642K? Nobody is going to buy this. Okay? Especially right now. These card prices are going to definitely come down. Like, I don't see any way that somebody's going to spend 500K for Grunk at launch. Okay? And obviously, when you look at it, you can see that a lot of people don't have the cards, and there's not a lot of stuff available because not many people have the game. So this is just an idea of what we're willing to spend. Okay? Like, for instance, this legend right here, Steve Young. That seems reasonable, but it's still only the 86 overall that goes to a set. I think he has a higher one that goes to a set. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of these cards like this, these 87s, will they go up? Like this Core Elite, will he go up? Okay? Now, this is an interesting situation because I actually have his power up. And if you guys know, you can actually downgrade. So if he starts to suck, I can get rid of him. The thing about it is, let's go take a look at it. That's a very interesting thing right there. So let's use this as an example of how not to spend and to really understand how to utilize your coins, right? Let me look and see if anybody else is there. Okay, Richard Sherman. Okay, so he's going to be a power up also. AJ Boye. Okay, Randy Moss, 87. And then yesterday he was at like 90K. Now all of a sudden he's at 700K. Okay, and OBJ. See, that's why I know a lot of these prices are going to go down because it's just not realistic in the way that they're doing it. But let me go ahead and, you know, for this video's purposes, to just give you an idea of how to do things, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you something. This training pack right here, right? I've already opened it several times. And just so you know, you can go and keep on looking at it and then, you know, putting it back, whatever like that. Now, I got a strong safety in Eric Berry, right? I got the power up right there, all right? For this video, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take him. I'm going to take him just to show you because it's Eric Berry and we know he's going to be a stud. And we just saw his power up there, right? All right, so just for an example. So we got 25 and we got his power up. Now, look, this is what's going to happen. When we go to his upgrade, right? After we start upgrading him up for a certain amount, you're going to need his Core Elite, okay? You're going to add the Eric Berry Core Elite player, right? So this is going to get him to an 88 overall. So theoretically speaking, we could get a card. Right now, we have 240, 75, whatever with this right here. Okay, so his Core Elite is going to get him up to an 85 speed, all right? And give us an 88 strong safety, you know, off the jump, all right? So with this right here, we have 240, so that's 310, right? What is that? 240, 310. Okay, 315. Okay, all right, 355, 365. All right, so we're pretty close. We could probably do this and get this done, right? Get the whole Eric Berry set done. Now, realistically, because of the downgrade, right, we can actually get him off the auction house right now. Because I'm going to give you guys an example of why I just chose that. Because remember, the power-ups, you can auction it. And certain power-ups are going to be more of a value than others at launch for whatever reason. All right? So this is what we're going to do. We're going to get him. We're going to spend our coins for him, right? Because he goes into a set where we can get him at an 88 to start. So that's pretty high overall. So let's go back to the auction house. And then we're going to look for that Core Elite item again. Okay? We're going to find him. Where's Eric Berry at? 86 to 87. So he's right there. Somebody, is that the only one that's up? It's 119. It's 2 hours left. So somebody wants 119, 120 for him. All right? This might be a steal because Eric Berry is a well-known name. Okay? As far as everything else that's going on, because remember, you got Landon Collins, you got a lot of different things that you could power up. And let me, before I do that, let's do this real quick. We're going to go to 68 overalls and see the core power-ups that they have that are available right now. All right, so let's go to program and let's go to power up. Okay, so these are the power-ups that are available right now. And you're going to see that they vary in prices, but I don't know exactly how much more we're going to need. You see what I'm saying? Is that Tyreek Hill? Oh, I wanted this. I wanted this Tyreek Hill because I wanted to power him up because I have his other card. So he's 15K right now. Is that the best that they can do? Let me type this in. Because while we're doing this, we could just go ahead and get some things. And I'm just trying to give you more insight into how you should be proceeding. All right, he's 15K for his power up. So we're going to take this. Okay? We're going to buy now for 15,250. Okay? So we won him from the auction house. We're going to take a look at what's going on. This can be a reason why you don't really go the Randy Moss route. Okay? Because by the time we get him, this is his, okay, we can get him to a 92 speed after we add his core elite item, which I already have. All right? So let's look at his prices. He's not that expensive. He's not that expensive to get, oh, look at this, 70, 80. You see what I'm saying? He's not that expensive, but yet still, we can get him up to an 84, you know what I'm saying, with a 92 speed and increase a lot of his other stats. Let's see, what does he have with beat the press? How does that increase? Break, tackle, short route. Okay, beat press is 73, so that goes up tremendously from where it was, okay? So now that we have that, right, we can just have him there, 92 speed, power him up. It doesn't cost us that much. And we don't, you know, we can see if the power up making him go from a 91, 91 speed to a 92 speed really means anything. You see what I'm saying? Like, because what I don't understand is this. This is that, that's that. Okay, once we add that, because he's a 9, okay. So we theoretically would start right here where his base will be that. And then we would start getting him up to where, because his actual card right here is a 91. So we get the +1 speed. So he goes to a 92. Because I was about to say, like, why is he only a 90 here? But that makes sense because it's lower than his core elite. Okay, and then when we go to the chemistry slots, we can start figuring out what we want to do with him. So that's a great example right there of certain things that you can actually get, and people are going to want that speed at launch. So I got the power up. If I wanted to downgrade him for any reason because the dude was just playing like an idiot, we could do that. Now, let's put in Berry. Let's go back to what we were doing with Eric Berry. Okay, that price seems reasonable for his core elite. Where is he at? He's at a, okay, I don't want to go power up. We got to go all. That seems reasonable because I can see not realistically losing with that price, okay? These prices right here are ridiculous. So understand that King's Ransom is only what you make King Ransoms. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's like, like Randy Moss, his name is going to sell off just the name, all right? But it is what it is. Eric Berry right now, that looks very, very appealing. You know what I'm saying? Just looking at it like, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, all right, we could probably get him up. He goes, what, to an 85 speed at strong safety. We compare him. We already have his core elite. You know what I'm saying? It could be an experiment to just power him up. If he's garbage, we can get rid of him. But look what we're doing. We're jumping from the 81 all the way to an 88. For 110K, well, 120K, I don't think you can beat that. You know what I'm saying? So let's just make sure that he's there, and we're going to get it. And that's pretty much it. We're gonna get him for 120, because I think for his overall, it's worth it. So we just spent that money. We're down to 46, but keep in mind, all of those coins are only from solos that I've done so far. So now in our possession, we have all that stuff to go ahead and upgrade Eric Berry. So all in all, Randy Moss is gonna be the most expensive card. I don't expect it to go down, but just keep in mind, only you make that card worth that value. So if you guys adjust what's going on and adjust prices, we can level it out, which I believe is going to probably come out to about 1 million coins, but don't spend too quickly. Be very, very careful how you do it. I'm going to talk to you guys and girls later. One love.